Rightio. So we have another CGI match coming to you now between the Sequential Gaming and Seraphic Nexus. Of course, Sequential, also known as Legacy, starring the usual members of Verix, Lethal, Trav and Dave from Telstra, and on Seraphic Nexus, the side there, formerly known as Obscure, we've got Overpowered, Luminosity, Ramifications, and Hoffman. Gotta love that gamer tag. So, first map coming into checkout. What do you think is going to happen in this game, Lumberjack?
I think we're going to see a lot of what we usually do, see on checkout. Possibly a 3-1 for each team, sending the majority to the Plat sniper side. But I do regularly see teams now play a nade strat, so that could come into play. Otherwise, I think it'll be an interesting matchup to watch. In fact, this team, even though there's a few slight lineup changes, they were one of the earlier teams to beat Legacy in the, I believe it was the ACL Online Round 1.
They were. As Legacy did go on to win that tournament though, I'm not sure how much that means, but as we see early, Lethal Pressure gets up on that platform as Seraphic Nexus send 3 people straight over to the grenades. Travioli gets pushed out of there immediately. Ramifications was able to pick up those grenades early, but Hoffman goes down straight away. Ramifications throws a good little nade there to push them back. Verix is getting some really nice cross lance from there. Ramifications wastes 2 of his nades, but they've got Travioli trapped in the spawn if they want to try and pursue him, but as we see, the Sequential members immediately drop back to their spawn and have got immense pressure on the Obscure members now as they do get one down. Lethal, with that quick throw grenade, manages to take out Ramifications. 3v4 situation now, overpowered, trapped in the TVs. Hoffman is trapped, he's actually down. Dave cleans him up with a digger. Luminosity is stuck under the blue side windows, and Obscure, or Seraphic Nexus, sorry, are in a terrible situation. As we see Luminosity getting 3v1 right there, he gets taken down. Lethal cleans him up. Overpowered's the last one alive. He's trapped in TVs. He's going to try to get a one-on-one with Travioli. Pushes in really quite hard, but Trav just backs off, tries to get the shotgun out. It looked like they were point-blanking each other there, but nothing happened. But Dave goes in there, smartly cleans him up, and the first round goes straight to Legacy. As we saw in that round, Legacy, known for dominating that plat, had Lethal up there within the first 15 seconds of the round, which isn't surprising. But Obscure did flip the map on them early by sending 3 to those nades. Let's see if they can send 3 to the nades again, or if they're going to challenge Plat. And it looks like they are, with Hoffman and Ramifications and Overpowered running over there, with Trav, Dave and Lethal going over there for the Sequential. Ramifications had Plat control, but he rolled straight off. Dave takes out Hoffman. Ramifications trying to stay alive, but Trav just gets up there, point blanks him, he goes down. Dave cleans up Overpowered, and it looked like Lethal managed to take out the other member quite early. Yeah, so these rounds going really quite quickly now. Overpowered, really only person trying to do some work on his team with 1 kill when he took out Trav in the first round of the game. But let's see, I don't think Seraphic are going to go with that 3 strat again. Oh, but they are. They did get quite handily beaten last time. Lethal Pressure gets straight up on Plat again. Dave is getting flanked from aisle side, as Verix is trying to get some nice crosses on from his back shelf. We see a bit of a stalemate situation now as Ramifications moves up. I think Lethal Pressure is full red right now. Verix goes red on his back shelf. A lot of pressure here from Seraphic Nexus on the Legacy members over on the Snipe side. As Lethal Pressure goes down, Ramifications tries to move up, and they get Plat control. Overpowered, he might overcommit now. Yes, he overcommitted and goes down, unfortunately. Ramifications grabs those incendiary grenades. As we see Dave from Telstra go down, and Ramifications is also down, he must be, because he's not throwing those grenades. He gets headshotted, 2v4, Hoffman is trapped over there at the sniper in a 3-on-1. He gets headshot by Lethal Pressure. Last 11, Luminosity over at the frag grenades, and he gets chainsawed by Travioli, and the third round goes to Legacy. To Sequential, my mistake. But I was really surprised there because Seraphic had complete control, or not complete control, but had extremely good control over at the sniper side of the map when they managed to get Ramifications up on that platform early, and they had, I think it might have been Dave down, but they just unfortunately overcommitted with Overpowered going down and basically gave it back to Sequential. As we see the same strat here of the 3 people over at the perch side. Dave pushes around wide. Overpowered cleans him up, but he tries to run out and get the meat shield. He does get the meat shield, but he goes down. Verix manages to get that double kill Huge play there. Overpowered, should have sat back and just tried to LT Dave over the cover instead of trying to go for the meat shield, which leaves Luminosity in the 3v1. Lethal cleans him up, and within the first 5 to 10 minutes, Sequential take out the first map of Checkout.
Jeez.
Lumberjack.
That was a bloody fast map, I'll tell you.
Extremely fast map played just there between the Seraphic and the Sequential, seeing as Sequential do not have a passive strat. On Checkout, Sequential are known for their brutal defensive strat over at the snipe side, and they immediately get control of that platform, which they were doing early, and just taking control of the entire map. I felt bad for Luminosity towards the end because he was always the last guy alive over on the... oh no, it was overpowered, sorry. He was always the last alive over at the frag area.
Yeah, that's
But as we go into the second map, which I think is Koth?
No, it is an execution on Old Town.
Execution Old Town. So has there been any other upsets within the CGI so far, Lumberjack? Or
well, I don't know if you can call it an upset, but on terms of online votes, Supremacy were underbacked. Avant, TT Esports, they did have the higher vote, but Supremacy did come out and take that in 3-2. It was a nail biter. Yeah, it was definitely a nail biter. That one, the last map was 4-3. That was the 5th map, so yeah.
Unfortunate there for Avant, but congrats to Supremacy managing to take out their first game of the CGI tournament. And I think we had M12s and I'm not sure what their current name is. Revenant, is that right? M12s and Revenant played earlier on in the week. With
Yep.
M12s managing to sweep that one quite easily, winning that 5-0. But let's focus here and now. We have execution on Old Town. As you see, Sequential being Locust, and we have Seraphic Nexus coming out as Cog. Look at Sequential on the boom side, really trying to control that boom. They're known to be extremely quick on whatever side to get in there and grab that boom early. Any thoughts on what you think Seraphic Nexus are going to do on this map there, Timothy?
I'm feeling they might send at least one to snipe, we'll see. They might play a digger heavy strat, possibly.
Yeah.
And sending one mid, but no, they're sending 2 snipe here, with just the one sitting top boom. Luminosity getting taken out quickly by Lethal, and Overpower just running into a nice left trigger there by Dave, and now got 2 members of Sequential pushing up to top snipe, gaining top map control, and Hoffman's just in a horrible position here. He's just gonna move down, get cross from that death wall, and he's gonna have to get out of there real quick.
As we're seeing now, it's a little bit, it's over and done with at the moment, as Hoffman is trapped in that catacomb there, and he goes down. Lethal cleans him up. Smart play there straight off the bat. There was a 2-2 situation over at the sniper. Lethal, instead of running over to that snipe side, he kind of ran over to more the nade side of the snipe and just flanked Luminosity, I think it was, and just one-shot him in the back. So, smart play there by Lethal, managed to flip that round early in Sequential's favour. As we see the boom round now, and we're seeing 3 members from Legacy go into that boom. Travis playing that middle role there, as Overpowered and Luminosity go there for Seraphic. Ramifications goes down straight away. Dave cleans him up and gets that boom shot early. Trav going huge on his own at the middle. He manages to take out Overpowered in a 1v1 with the Luminosity. Can he get the double kill? Trying to back off and get that shotgun, but no, he can't. And Traviola gets taken out 3v1. Somehow Luminosity survived the first boom shot to the face, but Dave makes sure that the second one counts. Next round, it goes to Sequential as well. That was a crazy play there by Trav in the middle. He challenged the 2 players, managed to take out one, almost got the double, but unfortunately couldn't. But it didn't matter, as Dave had secured that boom shot, which flipped it straight into Sequential's favour. As we see now, are Seraphic going to send it to...
Yeah, they're doing the same strat.
Yeah, they are. As we see, Dave immediately gets into that sniper area there. Overpowered, just got charged by Lethal pressure. That was ridiculous to see. Lethal... Oh my gosh, I am speechless. Overpowered had the full right-hand advantage on the cover. Lethal pressure honestly did not respect him one bit. Ran straight up to him, flicked 90 degrees right, and one-shot him. So, oh Jesus, I'm speechless right now at what Lethal Pressure just did. I'm not sure if you saw that on stream, but it was dirty. As we see Sequential now hunting down this last member from...
Playing very,
Seraphic
very
Nexus.
sneaky.
I'm not
He's
sure
gonna
where he
spot
is.
him. There
Oh,
we go.
Yeah, he sees him now. They're just playing with him now as they manage to find him. Virix is flying that flamethrower in the air. Ramifications is running for his dear life with a smoke grenade out. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to last the next 3 minutes and 50 seconds. He's getting lanced from top right now. He is just running for his life. He goes down to the low side spawn. He's got a shotty out. He managed to take out Travioli, but I think the Legacy, the Sequential member's going to start playing seriously now. And Virix manages to down him with that flamethrower. Oh no, Lethal took him out on his own.
Ready to fight!
Sequential there. Not sure if they're being a little bit disrespectful, but more they're just joking around a bit. Managed to say that third round quite easily. As we see the boom round come back up, let's see if Trav can pull some more magician's work in the middle. Travioli actually grabs that ink grenade and takes it middle, which is quite strange. 2 members now from Seraphic in the middle, overpowered and Luminosity. They're getting nice angles on Travioli, and Trav goes down. But Dave has that boom shot against the 3v4 situation. Lethal Pressure getting pushed by Hoffman, and he gets taken out, unfortunately. 3v3 situation. Ramifications getting lanced as he runs down to their low boom side. Luminosity actually had a massive flank on Virix. I didn't even see that. He takes out Virix. Dave is Dave is down with a boom shot. Dave takes out his teammate with the boom shot and gets meat shielded by Luminosity. Massive miscommunication there between the Sequential members. Oh, they had the best situation they could have with Trav delaying the 2 members at mid so they could get boom shot control. But unfortunately, they were just getting landed from every single angle. Dave got down when he had the boom shot and he just kind of flicked the boom shot as he got back up, unfortunately killing Lethal. But I think it might be a little bit too little too late as they're 3-1 down Seraphic, and it looks like
They're
not
mixing up
putting
the strat
anyone to snipe
though.
this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've got 2 people up top now, 2 people in the boom shot, I think, as we see Dave grab that sniper, which is a bit of a questionable play because he is on host. I'm not sure. What's your opinion on that, Lumberjack? Is it better to have your host having a sniper, or is it better to have your off-host players grabbing snipe?
I think it's definitely, I don't know, I don't see hosts as that much of an advantage anymore now in the 3rd installment of this game. Because essentially, I don't think there's any real advantage anymore. I don't know, I don't see it as too much of an issue, so I just think on the day, you know, you pick your best sniper in your team. I don't think it should matter whether or not he's host.
Yeah. As we saw early, Virix got taken out, but about 30 seconds later we saw a flip of the map there, and Legacy managed to clear out and make it a 3v3 situation. As Lethal goes down, we've still got Dave with that sniper trying to get a sneaky little headshot. Of course, we don't see Cruzy playing in this game. He's predominantly their sniper-type player. As we see, oh no, sorry, Dave wasn't down. He's crouching with a pistol out, which made it look like he was down. But yeah, Cruz is being subbed out this game for Lethal, which doesn't surprise me. Lethal is a superb player in his own right, but with him being out, obviously sniper duties have been handed over to Dave from Telstra. As we see Lethal in the middle there patrolling Dave and Trav over at the sniper side. I'm not sure if the digger was picked up early, but this is a perfect example of when you want a digger. If you could get a digger over to the low snipe area, you could lob that digger into Travioli and then make an extremely aggressive push with 3 people. But it seems to me Seraphic are just content to slow the play down. They know Dave's got that sniper. They're not going to give him an easy opportunity like picking up a weapon at this stage. So, Lumberjack, playing for Team Reborn at the moment. How have things been going for you?
Yeah, alright I suppose. Got our first CGI match tomorrow night, but just have to wait and see how that goes. I don't know.
Who are you playing?
We're playing Exile 5, but I don't think we should really be talking about other games while this one's going on.
It's a bit of a stalemate situation. There's not really much to talk about other than Luminosity grabbing an active reload there, switches his hands over. Ramifications grabs that digger right now. Oh Jesus, you know shit's going down now. As Dave and Lethal, they get pushed back up the high side. I'm not sure how Ramifications managed to grab that digger when there was already members there, but that's alright. As they now rotate that digger around to the sniper side of the map. Oh, Travioli's getting pushed now by 2 members. This is what Seraphic have been trying to do the entire map. 2v1 situation. Travioli has to go huge. Luminosity, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's kind of derping. Tries to push up. Dave from Tesla's getting shots on him. Travioli goes down as well. Oh, ramifications. He gets a mad double kill there with the 2 meat shields. Lethal tries to push down there, but it's too little too late. As Luminosity just rolls up and manages to one-shot him. 3 rounds to 2 rounds now. Let's see Sequential. They're going to hit the switch and, hit the switch and go 100% now, or are they going to keep using the same strats? After all, it is digger side this round. Okay, so we see Ramifications grabbing that ink for Seraphic and Trav going it for his team. There's only 1 player going mid now for Seraphic. 3 members must be going to the boom side, but Dave grabs that boom shot early. Travioli out, shotgun's overpowered there. Lethal pushes up on the Luminosity, takes him out. Last alive is Hoffman, but he can't do much as Lethal pushes him as well and takes him out. And Sequential take the second map, with Seraphic Nexus putting up more of a fight that time, taking it out 4-2. So it was good to see some strat changes up there for Seraphic Nexus. After all, they didn't challenge that sniper in the second last round and managed to take that round out. Unfortunately, they changed up their strat in the last round there. Yeah, too little too late there. As they managed to send through to the boom shot, but it just wasn't very successful with Dave grabbing that boom shot early like he always does, and basically winning the round single-handedly for Sequential. As we're going into the third map now, which I'm not 100% sure what it is. Lumberjack, please enlighten me.
King on Rustlung.
King of the Hill Rustlung. Oh. Very topsy-turvy map. I'm expecting Sequential, just with the pure slaying ability, to gain the upper hand early. But yeah, I doubt that Seraphic Nexus will be able to take out the game just on their strats alone. So I'm going to give it to Sequential, taking this next map out 2010 to 140. What do you think there, Lumberjack?
I think we're going to see a very dominant Sequential, as we have in the first 2 execution maps, but personally I think King Neil is one of their stronger traits, so I don't know. We've got a prediction from Quam, a solid 210 to 0, so could get interesting, I think. See how see how it all turns out, but I'm definitely tipping Sequential to take this map out and win the series.
Yep. Of course, all 5 maps are being played out in this CGI tournament, so don't worry, guys. If the Legacy wins this, Sequential wins this game, it's not going to be all over. We still have the remaining 2 maps to play, so make sure you stay tuned. Go grab those H2Os if you're drinking water on a Saturday night. You might go out and grab a couple frothies, watching the stream, who knows. But yeah, make sure you stay tuned. Who knows, Seraphic Nexus might be able to come back and win it 3-2.
Yeah, I mean, happened last night.
Was that with
comeback? Supremacy.
Was Avant up 2-0, were they?
Yeah, they were.
Oh.
And then Supremacy won the next 3 maps. They won the King and the next 2 executions.
Oh. That's here, knowing that Supremacy didn't give up the fight there at the end and managed to take it out, which just shows some resilience on their part. Who don't we have in here? We don't have Virix. And Hoffman is in here. I'm gonna keep calling him that. I don't care, Lumberjack. I do not care. His gamer tag is Hoffman. So let's give a little bit of a spotlight, just in case there's some people in the stream who don't know about the Underdog tournament. I'm not sure what the details are. All I know is it's teams not playing CGI, and unfortunately I don't think Mike's team Justify or Resolute can play, unless that's been changed to the last check.
No, yes, it has been changed, I believe.
Oh, so every team outside
So
CGI is allowed to play?
it's straight, no exceptions, every team outside CGI.
Alright, that's good for the community. Everyone knows of Sequential and Exile 5 and Team Supremacy. But it's going to be good for these teams outside the top 8, or not outside the top 8, who knows, some of these teams in CGI are a bit questionable. I'm not saying that, I'm just saying what I read on the threads. I'm not sure why Ramifications is spectating, unless he wants to come in here and do commentary and I can play for him, I don't know. But yeah, as we're going in now, yeah, the Underdog Tournament. It's going to be good to see some new players, some new faces show up through there, and maybe get recruited into one of these CGI teams later on. But yeah, it's just good to see
I'm
these teams.
pretty sure I'll be helping out with the streaming for that tournament, so...
Yeah. It's very, I think Inferno, is it Inferno Styles, is it? Is that his game?
Yeah.
Inferno Styles.
Very generous man.
Yeah, very generous man, very kind, a very genuine man for doing this, these payments. Of course, he has donated to ESGN, he's donated to ACL, and now he's holding his own tournament. So this man is going off chops. He is very well unknown in the community. But with this tournament, hopefully a lot of respect is garnered toward him, and let's just make sure people don't take him for granted. That's all I can say. Just make sure everyone respects him. He's a very nice guy, just from the actions he's taken within the community. So let's make sure we give him as much support as we can by going into this Underdog tourney, and hopefully he can do some more tourneys like this in the future. But yeah, back to the game at hand. Sequential and Seraphic Nexus, King of the Hill Rustlung. What do you think's going to happen, Lumberjack? Or what have we heard in the stream?
We've heard in the stream a very confident Qualm saying 210-0 to Sequential. I don't know. I think see how the game starts off. If it's pretty much one-sided, first map win to Sequential, then I'll just be longing out for the first points on the board for Seraphic Nexus. And then like we saw in Old Town, there was just a few glimpses. I don't know if it was Sequential just slacking off a bit in their heads. Like you saw in that round, they were kind of you know, messing around a bit when there was one player left, kind of hiding in a corner of the map. And then they just kind of followed him, and one got taken out, and then, you know, that could have possibly ended up as a horrible embarrassment. And then after that round, I think they took 2 maps in a row, Seraphic Nexus, so could be interesting. He was just waiting for ramifications though to get ready.
This must be getting 2 minutes together to have a little bit perhaps, but yeah, as you were saying, Legacy or Sequential did become a little bit complacent in that last map there on Old Town. They got punished for it, losing the 2 rounds, which they probably thought they weren't when they were up 3-0. But as we're going into King of the Hill, in King of the Hill, it doesn't matter as much if you lose that one-on-one battle, but it is still quite important. Like, just in terms of in execution, if you lose that one-on-one, your teammates are immediately down 1 member, and they get that control. Whereas in King of the Hill, if you die, it's still a big blow, but you can kind of regain and come back and maybe kill that guy and get control of the hill. So in that regard, it makes it a little bit easier for Seraphic in a way, but that can also multiply as well with Legacy or Sequential immense skill in just the slaying power, which they possess with Dave and Lethal and Virix and Trav, which was surprising because at LAN, Travioli was arguably Sequential's best player. So, who knows, he might be able to turn it up this game. Who are you expecting to go off here for Seraphic, Lumberjack?
I'm thinking Ramification. I think he's probably going to be the one to watch for Seraphic, from Seraphic Nexus. And yeah, and then for Sequential, I'm just gonna have a look out for Lethal Pressure. I think he's gonna put some work together.
Yeah, Ramifications is a talisman for that Seraphic Nexus, formerly known as Obscure team. He was the captain of the team back when they did beat Legacy or Sequential in the ACL online round.
Still is the captain of the team.
Yep, so he's done well to keep his roster up to date with current players, keep his team active. Always see on CGs look for scrims, which is good because he has, I wouldn't say he's suffered hardship, but his team has gone through numerous reshuffles and roster changes and whatnot, but it's good resilience on his part to make sure he keeps playing, keeps getting those players in, keeps changing up the lineup to keep up with today's game. Some people can look at that and say, oh, why doesn't he get the same roster? Maybe there's some kind of personality clashes there, but I don't think that's really an option here with the top level teams. You need some good chemistry, but I doubt that's holding them back as much as people say that is. But yeah, they've got a good group of players here in Hoffman, or Hoffy's Liberal was his old gamer tag, Overpowered, Luminosity and Ramifications, probably the strongest team they can field at the moment. I'm not sure who the subs are for Seraphic. Do you know who they are?
Yep, there's Desecrate.
Yep.
There's Blindfire XX1.
Yes.
I think that's it. Oh yeah, that's 6. So they can only have 2 subs in CGI. Maximum of 2 subs.
Alright, so we're waiting still for Ramifications. I'm not sure what the deal is. He's been away for the last 10 minutes. Sorry to the people in the stream. Not sure what Ramifications is doing. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna quickly go and ask. 1 second.
Okay, no worries.
And he's back now. So we should be getting this map underway in the next couple seconds. As we have Seraphic Nexus coming out as Locust and Sequential coming out as the coalition of government's forces. So yeah, do you think this first hill is going to basically dictate, oh my god, what the deuce? I apologise people in the stream once again. Connection to host has been lost. Oh no. I seriously do apologise to the people in the stream. I know how frustrating it is when you're trying to watch a stream and there's just no gameplay.
Just 2 fairly average Joe people having a chat.
Of course people want to hear my people in the stream do want to hear my voice, that's just a given. But of course they would like it to be accompanied with some gameplay. Unfortunately, the gameplay is severely lacking over the last 15 minutes. This party needs more Durka. No.
Remember Lewis and his,
Oh, the music.
Yeah.
Early
early days.
Always knew how to change it up. A bit of careless whisper every now and then, set the heart at ease. Who was hosting just then?
It was overpowered. Yeah, well, no, it was overpowered. Maybe Ramifications is going to host. That's a possibility.
Well, that's my well, I was surprised just then when you said it was overpowered host, because Ramifications is known for hosting for his team. So I'm not 100% sure why. unless maybe ramifications is capped or the Sequential were refusing to play on his host or something like that. But yeah, now we simply wait. Simply wait, young Timothy.
Yes, we wait.
Know any good jokes there, Tim?
There are a few, but I don't know if I'd want to say them. Just because they're pure stupidity and lacking of punchline.
Lacking substance.
Yes.
I went on the CG earlier today and there was an epic jokes thread and the jokes were face palmable to say the least. I'll say some pillars off there which I can remember. What's
Here we
yellow
go. Now
and
I'm going
can't
to
swim? A
floaty.
bulldozer.
Oh.
What's red and looks like a bucket? A red bucket. Ah.
Oh. You don't say.
Just one of the many pearlers which I was enlightened to read on that thread. But as you see now, hopefully this game can be getting underway now with the brief intermission of seeing Marcus's beautiful face on the loading screen.
Oh, we have some word from Illuminosity. Apparently, overpowered disc went unreadable just before the game loaded up.
Maybe he should get a readable disc then. Oh. Hold.
Oh.
But seriously, that do-rag on Marcus, that's just one of the greatest pieces of apparel I've ever seen in my entire life. Don't you agree, Timothy?
Hmm.
I like that.
Hmm.
You secretly wish you had one, don't you, Tim?
Sorry, I've zoned out for a second there. I was reading forums.
Forums?
Forums.
Why is ramification spectating again? Oh my god. Oh my god. This makes me want to punch a baby.
He's chatting. Here he goes.
There we go. So, King of the Hill, Rustling, Seraphic Nexus takes on the Juggernaut of Sequential. Take 2. Everyone cross your fingers for overpowered disc. Fingers are crossed. Hopefully it's not an error with Rustling. Maybe his disc can't load it, which is strange because Rustling isn't actually on the disc. It's a DLC map.
Rustling was toward command pack, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, the Horde command pack is on the disc, in fact. It's just, they released it. You had to basically purchase it so you were allowed to use it. Like, if you haven't bought the Horde command pack, you can still play the maps at someone else's house.
Yeah. I remember back in the Dizzle when,
oh my goodness.
This is laggy.
Yep.
Yeah, I can tell just by spectating.
Yep.
Yeah, Verix, Trav, Dave, and Lethal all swinging those smoke grenades now. This connection looks absolutely horrible.
Please end it.
Headshots. Oh man.
Yep.
Lethal pressure just went down for no reason at all. I was watching him and he just flopped down. That was weird. End the game, please. Oh, now we see, what do you call his name? Ramifications goes to host. Surprising, the biggest surprise I've seen in the last 20 minutes is Travioli is playing as Onyx Guard, not as Anya or Valera as he normally plays.
But still, all of Legacy are the COG.
Carmine. Yeah, they're all actually COG
Carmine
forces.
figures.
They're Clayton, Ben, Anthony, and Onyx Guard. All helmeted characters. Strange. Yeah, Dave. Yep, they're all helmeted characters right now. That is blowing my mind. Huh. I was surprised when I saw Dave not playing as the big rig,
Oh,
commonly
yes.
known as Diz, the Diz train. There's no such thing as the coal train, it's the Diz train.
Yep. Kind of reminds me of one of those old style cartoons where there'd be a fair maiden strapped down by ropes to a train track, and there'd be an evil train driver.
What, you think Dizzy's the train driver?
Yeah.
Dizzy? Well, he does call his, what do you call it? The rig thing which they drive? What it's called. But he calls it Betty. I'm not sure if that means he has some kind of, he fornicates with his machinery and doesn't need female humans for that source anymore, or what? But let's get off.
He does have twin daughters. He does. He's got twin daughters.
Yes, read it in the book, did you there, young Timothy?
Just picked it up.
Off the
Haven't
wiki.
read the books. Off just general conversation.
How many viewers do we have there in the stream there, young Timothy?
We have a very strong 21.
Oh, 21. Thank you, 21 viewers out there who are willing to put up with these last half an hour of BCs and discount readables and lag issues. I commend you for your resilience as well. As I get an invitation now from Illy Lumberjack. Illy Lumberjack. You know what game I am yet to play, Lumberjack? And I've had it for the last 8 months?
Call of Duty.
Skyrim.
Oh.
I've had Skyrim for 8 months, and it is still in its packaging, waiting for me.
I'm sure there are many Skyrim fans out there that would just like to give you a slap over the face with a smelly old tuna.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. It's in my stack of shame, which also has a lot of other games such as Green Lantern, Rise of the Manhunters. It has Singularity. It has so many games that I'm yet to complete. I've got Tom Clancy, Max Payne, GoldenEye Reloaded. So many games. AC Revelation, Halo CE, Deus Ex. Don't hit me, please, in the stream, please. I apologise. Dead Island. Jesus, a lot of games.
I think after this there's still 2 more maps.
2 more maps after this. Let's hope this connection isn't as bad as the previous one was, as we're going into King of the Hill on Rustlung, take 3. Let's hope Ramifications doesn't have to go AFK again. Spark of Insanity. Yeah, Spark of Insanity. Feeling a little bit of frustration as well in the chat. Sending me a _dash face. I feel your pain there, buddy. I feel your pain. Let's hope Ramifications Captain Obvious's connection does not lag as much as the previous one did. Let's go, Lumberjack. Let's see how this one goes.
Yes.
Let's see if Sequential are going to be playing all as helmeted characters again, blowing my mind, or if they are simply going to revert back to their normal preferred characters. As we see, look at that, those cog forces all in red, level 44, 78, 51, 92. And Ramifications and the Luminosity red 37 and 54. Hoffman is an 89 white and overpowered of 43 green. Bit of a surprise. Hoffman must be on another account or something, or just doesn't play the game that much. But we're getting into the game now. King of the Hill and Rustlung. It looks a lot better than what it did previously, as we see the members from Seraphic Nexus run out. Hoffman going towards that side, Luminosity holding down top button, and 3 members from Sequential run straight through that middle area there. Travioli pushing up. Oh, Lethal gets taken out by Hoffman. Virix takes out Hoffman. Travioli getting some nice little lance string shots there, but Virix gets lanced down by Ramifications. Dave from Telstra in a 1v1 with Luminosity. He tries to push around. He takes him out. 2v2 situation. Trav throws that ink. It's not very effective. It comes up the actual roof and stuns him. But he stays alive. He's full red. He's getting lances in the back. He gets cleaned up by Hoffman. Dave from Telstra pushes up, takes out Overpowered. He's capturing that ring single-handedly as Hoffman comes up from behind and gets lanced in the back from Dave from Telstra. As we see, his first hill go to Sequential Gaming, which was quite lucky because Travioli actually threw an ink grenade just there and it hit the roof, came back and almost killed him. But we see Luminosity now tries to push into that mortar area. He gets mantle kicked by the Trav. Trav goes for the double mantle kick. He gets taken out by Overpowered. Lethal pressure, trying to push up with that blind fire lancer. Oh, Lethal gets taken out by Hoffman. Overpowered did get that nice and juicy LT on him. As we see the members from Seraphic Nexus push down now. Virix being a sneaky Tasmanian, sitting up the top window there. He's lancering across. Dave from Telstra gets a headshot on Hoffman. As Overpowered pushes in, he's trying to outstrafe Dave from Telstra. He doesn't, and he gets taken out by Dave. And then Ramifications clears him up, trying to cap this hill single-handedly, but he's going to get pinched from either direction as Lethal and comes from one side and Trav from the other. But he manages to stay alive in that middle pylon area as Lethal drops back to the ring and tries to cap. But he gets made quite red from the Lancer of Overpowered, I think it was, as Trav takes out Ramifications. But the hill is swapping right now over to the Silverback side. And we do see Seraphic Nexus with a nice setup, but Overpowered is getting lanced from Virix from that low bottom there. If you ever want to break this setup, that's what you have to do. But we see Lethal just pushes up on a Luminosity when he's red, and as easy as that, Sequential just push through and breaks Seraphic's setup. As you see Hoffman trying to stay alive now, getting lanced from Dave from Telstra. Dave tries to push up with that shotgun. He gets a nice shot, but oh, nice little ink grenade got thrown there, and he takes out Lethal Pressure with it. Virix takes out the Luminosity. Ramifications in a little Lancer battle with Virix, and he manages to outlance him and take him out, but then Lethal Pressure tries to come up as well. Ramifications is outstrafed on his own hose. Oh, he takes out Lethal Pressure. Oh, and he's trying to do it to Travioli, but no, Travioli sits back and gets that LT and takes him out. Dave takes out Overpowered. Luminosity and Hoffman in a 2v2 situation where Hoffman is unaware and gets lanced into the back by Travioli. Dave, Lethal, and Trav now cap that hill with Virix coming off the spawn to the right side. And we see the Seraphic Nexus members all dead and just spawning now down at the Fragmentational Grenades, or as they were known in Gears War 1 as the Bolo Grenades. Did you know that, Timothy?
I did not. I most certainly did not.
Yes, but as we see Lethal now, he's just blind firing around that corner trying to put back a Luminosity. Hoffman in a nice position here. Oh, Overpowered pushes up on him. They really need to try to break this hill just to stop them from getting this cheap time. Overpowered now pushes. He ran into the hill, but unfortunately he didn't break it as it goes to that ink grenade now. Oh, he breaks it now as Dave is there trying to stay alive. Overpowered, missing all his shots. He gets taken out by Lethal and Dave. But we see Trav now moving towards that hill. Ramification should be spending more time trying to stop them from capping the hill, but he's trying to focus all his attention on Lethal and Dave, and unfortunately he just gets blindsided over the cover by Lethal. That was dirty. As we see last alive now is Hoffman in near the hill, but he managed to get a double mantle, did he? Yeah, he mantled Lethal Pressure. Dave from Telstra does the smart thing and sits back and gets that LT as he cleans up Hoffman. Overpowered in a 1v1 with Virix, but he gets taken out. Ramification's trying to get some cheeky little shots on the back of Virix, so he manages to push up and cap that hill. Travioli and Lethal trying to take out Luminosity down the spawn. He gets taken out. The Ramifications have to try pushing on his own, but that Silverback is up. Overpowered could have gone for it, but no, Ramifications is going over there for it. He manages to set off the button. Let's see if Sequential are going to surrender their setup a little bit to go stop that Silverback, but it looks like they're just content to hold this hill. If they hold this hill, they're going to be about 153 seconds up on this Seraphic team, which is more than a handy lead, as we see Ramifications trying to hold that Silverback area. The Silverback is up. Ramifications goes back towards... No. Yeah, now he is. He's going for it now. Easiest way to take out the Silverback, as everyone knows, is just to smoke it, which is what Travioli does now, but unfortunately he doesn't get the stun on it. Another one goes in there, and that doesn't take him out either. As we see, Ramification is still in control of that silverback. He's trying to improve the angle as Travioli tries to sneak up behind him. Lethal trying to Lancer him in the back, but Ramifications has that silverback in the perfect position, but Travioli tries to sneak up on him and doesn't manage to do it. Dave takes out Hoffman. 2 members from Sequential now trying to push that high area going into the hill. Luminosity behind one. Gets the shots on Dave in the back, but he gets taken out. Oh, yeah, he does. He's down. Overpowered cleans him up. Lethal in a 1v1 with Overpowered, and he takes him out as well. He's got that meat shield there on the hill as Virix tries to push up on... Virix takes the Ramifications out of the hill, out of the silverback, and cleans him up as well. That silverback's there for the taking once it regenerates its health from the smoke grenade. As we see, Virix still just sitting there, and he tries to get in it. It's still not up, but now it's up. If Virix wants to get in it, he can. And he does. Lethal takes out Luminosity on the hill. 1 member still alive in there from Seraphic. Lethal gets revived. Overpowered going huge for his team right now, but Lethal just walks straight through him. As we see Dave and Lethal trying to cap that hill of Luminosity, and Ramification is up there trying to stay alive as the Luminosity gets cleaned up by Virix. Ramification gets taken out by... Oh no, he doesn't. Oh yeah, he did. Lethal takes out Ramification before he gets killed by that frag grenade. And Hoffman is managing to cap that hill right now. He's got some heavy fire coming down, and Seraphic
There's the first points on the board.
Unfortunately not correct this time. As we see 3 members from Sequential trying to push that hill. Virix just simply carving up in that silverback, but he gets kicked out of it just as I say that. He's getting lanced from Ramifications. Ramifications is doing the hosting and pushing up on him. Goes for the mantle, hits it, and headshots Virix for it. Lethal at Dave and Trav all on this hill. If they manage to cap this hill, they're going to be up 187 seconds to 22. As we see, the hill change now should be heading to Frags or Silverback. Oh no, it's going to Mulcher, sorry. My mistake, I completely forgot about that hill for a moment. As Lethal inks the hill, takes out Luminosity, he gets blindfold landed by the Hoffman and overpowered. Ramification jumps in there to try help it cap, and Virix is still alive out there, just trying to stay alive. Ramifications gets taken out by Virix with that sneaky LT over the cover. Luminosity trying to push as well, but he gets mantled down by Luminosity. He gets meat shielded. Dave and Lethal still alive on that hill as they try to put pressure on Luminosity who has that meat shield. He flips around the cover. Lethal does that cancel run from cover to cover as Overpowered grabs that. Overpowered went straight into the silverback there and did massive damage, getting a double kill. Revives his teammate. Ramifications on the hill. Unfortunately, they both go down as Virix, Trav, and Lethal are there on the hill. Luminosity tries to mantle kick in there, he fails. Then Hoffman tries to do it as well, and he fails as well. Trav gets the double kill, all dead right now for Seraphic, and it might be out of their grasp. As they all spawn at frags, this is the best position for them. They're all just charging, and they break it. 6 seconds left, and Virix is going on a terror right now with that, what do you call it? I can't think of the name of it.
The silverback.
As they're all dead again for Seraphic, and they're spawning at the silverback, but it's a little bit too late. Oh, yes it is, as Ramifications ends it prematurely as he is known for. Yes. 3-0 lead now to Sequential, puts it out of Seraphic's grasp, with them now winning the majority of the maps. But we do see the next 2 maps, don't we there, Lumberjack?
Yeah, we do. We will be seeing next up an Execution on Dry Dock.
Execution on Dry Dock, hey? Maybe we should go into some listening for the next couple maps, Lumberjack. What do you think?
Possibly. If we have some word in the stream on what team you'd like to have the listening on, then that'd be wonderful. So we've got 2 for each here, 2 for Sequential, 2 for Seraphic Nexus.
I reckon it might be good to hear Sequential on this map here, Lumberjack, so we'll say it's in the favour of Sequential. So go down there, Lumberjack, so we can get some.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, no, you stay up. You don't want to stay up.
Do I?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, so let's go into the listening and we'll come back in after 2 rounds have been won by one team.
Yeah, 2 rounds have passed?
Yeah, no, like, so the team's winning either 2-0 or 2-1 or 2-2.
Okay. Well, 2-1 or 2-2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good luck, have fun.
I pulled on those Carmines, boys. I definitely pulled them. They weren't liking it.
Those Carmines.
I use Carmine again.
Yeah.
They go off, don't they?
Recruit
It's the
Clayton,
best.
mate. Recruit Clayton.
Gaylord.
He pulls clothes, mate. Gotta get on that. Let's run a normal strap. Fine.
But I'm here. I'm pulling back. I'll pull back as well. Actually, I'm just gonna sit back here. Right? I'll let the get off the bridge, kind of like sit like just there. Sit there. Good guy, nades, man. Let the guy get nades. Let the guy get nades.
Yeah, I can't see him. If he tries to get out, I'll stick him up.
He's throwing one. He's throwing him up, man. I think he's throwing one up.
Oh, he's nearly down. He's nearly down. Fuck, so laggy.
Can you land it? Oh, late vegan. Oh, that's so good. What the fuck?
Nailed it.
What the fuck? Yeah, good man.
Getting away from the fucking
That's why he's going. Push him. Go ahead. Stand him again, try to stand again, try to just sit there, try to just sit there. Yeah. They got 2 guys at one shot, man.
Trap now, trap now. Down here. Dallas still mid to breathe, right there. Down here. Get that guy, nicely. I love just seeing an ink.
He's got another ink.
Gate.
Oh, I bet it out. Some thought.
Grenade, boys. Nah, I'm not gonna just get a race. I try where I... Right here.
Coming up, in between there, drive like between both. Eagle's got him a bit. Grab right now. Come on.
Come on, bend over!
Running.
Nice.
What happened? I reckon it's just unreadable. The rest is here.
I'm gonna try and down you there. Keep fragged out. Hey, you're gonna get down. Run over there, run out there. Try and get down on purpose. No, but try and get down on purpose. No, when you see.
Look at that name. What the fuck?
what?
Got him.
That hit the third. Yeah, that's it. The rafter.
Oh, you get your lance right, and then the last second you nade out.
There you go.
You've held them off another day.
I should have went
That's
out
something.
and turned away from him, and then would nade him.
in that round there.
Unfortunately, there for Seraphic Nexus, they had the player advantage up, winning at 4-3, but yeah, they just couldn't capitalise, unfortunately, with one of their members lagging out, and ramifications going huge there, almost 4 downing the entire team, but it wasn't to be, as Virix almost baited out the down and the explosive kill at the end there, but so maybe we jump on board with Seraphic Nexus next game, Lumberjack. I mean, when we restarted,
No,
we
yeah,
did hear
okay.
the we heard the talk there from Sequential. Maybe we should hear the other side in Seraphic,
Yeah.
and maybe we'll stay on board until our team gets to the 3 rounds, just to change it up. So, a thing not many people in the community know is that Timothy is one of the greatest goalkeepers Australia has ever seen. Just saying. Isn't that correct there, young Timothy?
I'm not quite sure what source you took that from, but
I
don't have any
from a very
comment.
reliable source. Very reliable. Perhaps the most reliable there's ever been.
I do enjoy the odd game of football.
I heard it from Mark Schwarzer personally. He said you're his protege.
Jeez, I was feeling pretty good about the stream tonight because I got all my stream issues fixed. I think hopefully it's been smooth for the people watching, apart from the physical delays we've had. Surprisingly, the viewer count has increased. We're up to 29.
29 viewers in the stream, oh my god! So, do you have a Twitter there, Lumberjack?
I do.
What is it? I'm not even sure if I'm following you.
I think you are. It's actually the title of the live stream, or both yours and mine. The title of the live stream. Oh, slowly waiting for overpowered. Obviously experiencing some network difficulties, as we saw his host was as if his modem was a banana.
Okay, oh. So we're going to jump on board with the juggernaut of Sequential. I'll swap with you there, Lumberjack. No, you're jumping on board with that
this
team.
is what we're doing. Yep.
Okay, let's flick back in, and once the team gets to 3 rounds, we will jump back into the chat.
Oh, 3 rounds. This will be a login.
Yeah, it's a bit of an extended one this time.
Okay. See you on the other side.
Would've lost
Okay,
fun again.
we would have had that if you didn't lag out. Just saying.
Okay, I picked up
grenades
full
next
cutting
on the side of the map.
You are lagging like a champ.
This isn't cool.
Oh great, we might have had a chance to get a map. Oh, he fucking lagged out, I think. He's just in there.
I saw. Just play without him.
Oh well. Hide any.
Gonna go for a chainsaw.
Catch them kid off guard. He's back. Adam, don't run out there. No, you gave me away, you fucking... Bam.
One guy back in there. One guy spotted.
Back your head out, Adam, so they see you.
He's gonna push up the ramp.
Yeah, you're gonna have to move right now.
That kid should have been red.
Two on these stairs. Oh.
I'm getting smoked, man. Get ready to push. Guys, one's flanking you, guys, one's flanking you, guys, one's flanking you.
How can you come? Damn it, they didn't take the bait. Get up! Oh wow. Answer that, okay. Like, Adam's just like useless. Can't even...
That was good, Ricky, though.
Yeah. I got the last box. I didn't know I got any.
Lose like that again, and I will kill myself.
I can't believe this is happening. Fucking Adam, man.
I'm feeling it. The guy's pretty good on it. Adam, you pick it up. Actually, is it even good if Adam picks it up? No one here, okay.
Really? No, there is.
I got two guys going towards the area, be careful. Stun one, there's all the way down there. One's down, one's down. Back up. Gun wide on there. Adam, moving back.
What the fuck?
Locked and loaded, baby!
I'm relaying you, man.
Am I lagging in my own host? Everyone's jumping around.
Get back in there and fight for your queen.
Sure, but just play it.
I think it's done, man.
Adam, there's people on your net, let's be fucking honest.
Is it?
Hold on. Let's
Cutting out, dude. So, is my host really laggy at the moment?
No, oh, I don't know, I couldn't tell. Watch out for the bush, they might come.
Yeah, but it's fire.
Doesn't look like it,
Doesn't look like it?
He got me! That's a joke! That is legit.
I thought he got you. I just stood there like...
Ground-walking garbage. Do you concede so easily? Prove to me that you are locust.
Right. So we jumped back in. Fortunately, I wasn't watching the match because I was actually nomming on my dinner.
Oh yes.
But, yeah, I see Sequential take an immediate 3-0 lead coming back into it.
Going with the listening with the Seraphic Nexus that round. kind of had an insight into what's going on. Overpowered having a few issues. I don't know if his brain's outside his head or he's just having some chronic lag, because some interesting plays by him, I'd like to say. And just as I mentioned, brains outside of heads.
Hoffman seems to have a bit of a brain fade there, taking out ramifications of his captain.
As a fireball goes flying across in Verix's direction. And
as Dave takes out Hoffman, Overpowered gets taken out, and that's a quick 4-0 to Sequential, with the last map still to come, which is...
Execution Clock Tower.
Execution Clock Tower. Was I right, in that game there, did Seraphic Nexus have a 4-3 lead?
Yeah, I believe in that that very first round before they backed it out to get Overpowered back in, it was, I do believe it was a 4-3 advantage.
Oh, but I mean in that, the restart, Seraphic Nexus had a 3v4 situation and they didn't capitalise and they lost that round, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Overpowered came in like 20 seconds late.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah. Unfortunate there for young Seraphic Nexus. Trying to eat my dinner, sorry there, Timothy.
It is 7:15 where you are after all. It is dinner time.
7:18, Timothy.
Well, okay. Between 1/4 and 1/3.
Would you like me to tell you what I have for dinner tonight?
You tell me, you tell the stream, so.
I have nice chicken strips with a chili sauce and a brown rice risotto type thing. It's really quite delicious.
Oh yes. Are we gonna try some more listen-ins for this final map of the series, or?
It probably would be best because I would not be talking much, I do not think. What would the stream like to see? We had some more Legacy, seeing as we were on board with Seraphic last game for the majority. Two or three, Timothy?
We'll go to 3, have a nice long one.
Yeah, we'll have a nice long one, make sure that we know where people's heads are at, and we'll, jump back in once the team has a 3 rounds, gets to 3 rounds.
Okay.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Oh, Lethal, you don't know what we're doing this time, do you? Or do you?
Pretty much one at the top and the rest.
Yeah, just go boom, just go
The
to
very
boom.
first 3 run boom, and whoever's at the front runs all the way to the very end. The car, pretty much the first 2, but they're just like, is a beast.
On the front.
Get on to me, boys.
Going up.
Coming up. You got the track. I'll run it. Let's roll that.
Oh, I got it.
Shot in for the hiding.
I got boom crab, but fine.
Yeah, they're both there. Crab.
Go on the other side, crab. I'm flanking your guy, crab. I had to push him, I was something back over. Oh my god. Fucking aim you.
Tickle to kill himself. Tickle to kill himself. Tickle to kill himself. What's the matter?
You're gonna get the 3v1, I think.
You've got to get baited into shooting a boom while he's not being flanked. Alright, one's on the ground now, one's around nades. He's running low, he's going for the flank. He's just coming in to the bottom of the steps. Oh yeah! Right, coming up. Oh, there he is. Gonna get baited, like that.
Yuck! This is so shit! Fuck off! You can't fucking do anything in that situation. That's fucking stupid.
This battle is not yet over.
I don't want to push yourself in. How easy things to do that.
Up, go there.
Fuck up, Dave.
Up.
Oh, yeah.
Locust. Forever.
Who are your wikes getting anyway?
Hoff.
That carry there. That carry. That boom that people made.
Oh, nearly got in.
Got two.
Nice. I'm pushing you, Dave.
It's luminosity, Dave. The other guys have the statue too, they're like pushing on you, Dave.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What do you guys do?
They know they cannot win.
I'm just too good.
Why
Too
do
good,
they
man.
resist?
Yeah.
Give him cruise. You don't let him give up.
Fuck off.
Where's Wade? Let her hold on.
I'm in front.
Come on, bring it on! Incoming smoke!
Just playing. You're right, track that.
He was coming up to
Red, they're gonna push me.
they're not pushing you. They got one guy on our host spot and they got one guy top jail. Who's the other guy?
I can't believe I just did that.
Oh my god.
Oh, he died. Big boom, man. He's not there. It's there, right? You're walking over it, man. There's one guy right there, Dave. You should have said that before. He's like opposite of you.
What?
Oh, Dave, come on, mate.
How did I not kill him?
That's exactly what I did to Hoff when I had boom as well. And then, like, I just stood him down one shot because he was full red.
Where is he? Please.
Fucking wasted my booms, Dave. So you had 3 booms, Dave. Only got 1 kill. That's it. You pick it up. Huh?
He's just waiting for you around that wall there. Up top. He's just running. He doesn't want to fight. He's on lagging, remember, this is the lag.
He's on statue. He's in mid. Come back statue.
What? That should not have killed me. I even shot him and he got slightly closer to the shot. Average players, man.
Yeah, Dave, if you had headed on that boom shot, would have been alright, but...
Sorry.
I did like to bring us the exact same one before, and then I
Revive me! How did you not go down? It's a joke, I'm getting teabagged. He likes eating.
Lines it up.
I am pleased with your progress.
Hey, they call me best boom shot in us, mate.
And we're back in the chat now.
We are back.
As we see, Overpowered, the laggiest man in Australia, just turned on Dave from Telstra the other round. That was crazy to see. As ramifications, it's going huge now. Takes out Dave early. Surprising enough to see Virix is grabbing the boom shot now for their team. Maybe Dave isn't getting the spawn he would like to run out there and challenge it. As we see ramifications up top now in a little 1v1. Nice little angle there by Virix to kill Luminosity on the pop plant there. As Overpowered gets the meat shield on a Travioli 2v1 situation with Virix having one boom shot left. As he runs up to death wall, ramifications rolls back, stays alive. Might want to drop that boom shield there, Overpowered buddy.
Incoming smoke!
We do have another character stack by like Sequential here.
The Theron and sorry, we've got the
Theron Ram.
Theron Ram combo. Oh, as ramifications, shoots ramifications in the face of the boom shot. 1v1 situation right here. Let's see if Overpowered can do the old turn back on Virix as well as Dave.
And the thick of this round with Microman, we're communicating, it seems, Spanish. Someone else in the live stream.
Oh, right, yeah.
See yourself.
Good old Zojic. Overpowered.
Laggy man taking those 1v1s.
Not yet.
Overpowered, just going to offer his team there. Virix had ground control, had everything, and Overpowered threw two smoke grenades which weren't even effective and still managed to take him out. You want to commentate, Lumberjack?
I'll give it a go. So we got a regular 3-man push here from Sequential, and with Seraphic Nexus sending 2 to the frags as the Luminosity takes out Dave from Telstra. Lethal Pressure getting taken out by Overpowered though. An update did happen and Lethal did have the first shot, which I'm actually not surprised of because of Overpowered's network issues. Got Hoffman here getting some lances up on top as Virix did take control of that boom, taking out ramifications. It's now a 2v2. Hoffman with somewhat of a height control. He could probably get a good cross here on Virix, but no, he decides to roll back up the stairs, being very wary of that boom. Kind of Sequential boxed in here a bit, but Virix does make that push. He does have the boom, takes out Hoffman. Luminosity kind of, he's looking a bit lonely here. He's gonna go to boom, but he's kind of boxed in. He's not gonna move out of there now, and with the Sequential members coming from either side. Smoke goes out, ineffective, still kind of clouds his view though. He's watching his left. Virix does push up, gets a nice shot on him. Sponges the boom, but Trav there to pick up the scraps with a Y execution. Trav's pretty lucky. He's got none of his teammates. Oh, he just gets shooted instead. But that map does not go, in fact, to Seraphic Nexus. That map does go to Sequential.
Sequential. Don't believe your eyes there, folks. Unfortunately, that map did not go to Seraphic Nexus like most of you would like. Unfortunately, Sequential managed to sweep the series, taking it 5-0. So, just like to thank everyone who's watched the stream. I don't think we'll have any post-game interviews, but Yeah, it was a good game. Some sparks of brilliance shown there by Seraphic Nexus, but unfortunately it was just too little too late, and they, yeah, unfortunately got swept 5-0.
Yep. Just want to say thanks again for everyone that tuned in. We had around the end there, got a decent 27 viewers. Just shout out to whoever that Spanish man was on the stream. Thanks for joining in. And just before I forget, I'm going to make a shout out to Death Turtles if you're still watching the stream. Anyway, yeah, the
Jake,
turtle,
my man.
Toidle,
Toidle, please.
Anyway, that is it for the stream tonight. Hope you all enjoyed, and maybe there'll be another stream tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see. But again, stay in touch with all of the Australian Gears Competitive. We have a Facebook page, this Twitch page. Make sure you follow. Make sure you keep in touch with the teams in the light of progress. The links are in the info below. Apart from that, everyone just enjoy the rest of your Saturday.